Hey everyone, it's Camille Aiko. I am going to do a tutorial on how to create a flyer or an event advertisement, a product advertisement using Microsoft Word. I get asked all the time, do I use special programs for the things that I create and design? And so I thought I would make this to help people out who may not have access to special programs, but you do have access to Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint. So it's much easier than what you think. So I already have Microsoft Word open, and what I'm going to create here in just a few minutes is just an image to post on a social media platform to advertise for something. I don't even know what yet, so we're going to create it together as we go along. For Facebook, I like to use a square image. So before you begin to design your flyer or whatever it is that you're creating, you want to make sure that you have the right sizing, and you can kind of Google some flyer designs and it will give you the right dimensions that you need. What I'm going to do is simply use a 7x7 layout, and so I'm going to go here to layout, click on that, and then I'm going to click on size, then down here to more sizes, and then here in the width and height I'm just going to change it to 7 for both the width and the height. Okay, and this is measurements in inches. I'm going to click OK, and now we can see that that turned our template here to a square template. The next thing that you want to do is, if you're going to change the background, then you want to change your background color. And a lot of times, guys, I get inspiration for the things that I do from searching the internet and looking at other flyers and looking at other things and getting different ideas from what is out there and then kind of making it my own. But tonight we're just going to freestyle it all the way. So I'm going to turn it to a black background, and then I'm going to come over here to home. A lot of what makes a good design oftentimes can be simply your fonts. All right, so when you're choosing fonts, you want to choose a font that people are going to be able to read clearly, and that's going to be visible, that's going to pop. The font that you use in designs mean a lot. All right, so we're going to go over here to insert, and we're going to go to word art. And I'm just going to use some simple lettering here. Now here, of course, it's showing up black, so you want to change your font color. And we're going to go over here to text fill, and I'm going to make it, let's make it this bright red here. And let's call this, I don't know, the revival, right? Okay. So this font is fine. I am going to use Impact. It's one of my favorite fonts because it's just bold, it's visible, catches the eye, right? And then I'm actually going to make this bigger, so I'm highlighting this. I know it's kind of hard to tell on the black background, but I am highlighting it, and then I'm going to change the size. Let's see, 72. That's good. Remember, when you're creating these flyers, less is more. Don't try and cram so much stuff on there. And you'd be surprised how just doing lines can spruce up what you're doing. So I'm just going to put a couple lines in here just to kind of add a little something to it, right? Then I'm going to go up to shape fill, and I'm going to make it white. And then I don't want to outline. Right now there's a little blue outline. I don't want that outline there. So I'm going to click to no outline. And then I want 2 lines. So I'm going to do Control Copy, which copies my image, and then Control B, which pastes my image. And then I'm going to make this line just a little thinner and move it over here. So boom. All right, so now we have the revival. Okay, and again, this is basic. I'm not going into anything deep in layers and all types of fancy designs and things, okay? This is just for your average user who wants to learn how to put together a quality flyer or image or advertisement. All right, so now we have the revival. So what are our key things that we want to tell people? We want to let people know when it is. If you have just a couple lines, maybe a one-liner about what it is, right? You want your location, if you have a website, if they need to RSVP. So those are all the things that you want to put on there. So let's see here. I am just going to take this and I'm actually just going to Control C and copy it, then Control V and paste. So it just laid right over it. So I'm just going to move it down. I'm going to highlight it. I just clicked on it. That highlighted it. And I'm going to say it is at, let's see, Springs, right? And then I'm going to change this red font to a white font. Just because you don't want too much of one color. And you don't want to use too many colors, but you don't want to overwhelm your viewers. I'm sorry. So we're going to go over here and you can actually change the color here. I'm going to change that to white, and I actually think that I want to do an outline. So let me come over here, text fill, white, and then text outline we are going to do, let's see, does that really make a difference? We'll just outline it in the red that we're using, and then I'm going to make this smaller. Okay, so now we are going to go to the home button and I'm going to make that smaller, but not that small because we want people to still be able to read it. Okay, now I'm just going to simply copy that and do another paste and add address 5555 The Road. Okay, now the reason why I'm doing it separate versus putting it all in the same box is because I want to be able to bring it as close or as far away as I want to. And if it's in a box, then I got to worry about the specific settings for spacing. And we're going, since I'm in Ohio, we will say Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's see, 45239. That's a zip code here. Now, if you want that all to be the same size, then you can just minimize it. Let's see, 28, 36. It needs to come down just a little bit more. So let's try 30 and see what that does. That's too small for what I'm trying to do. So let's try 33. 33, perfect. All right. And then I'm going to actually make the Springs bigger. I don't want it that big, so let's try 60. Still a little bigger than what I want it to be. 50, too small. 55. So some of the things you just got to play around with it until you get what it is that you want. 68 is too much. 62. Over jumping here. 58. All right, let's see what 58 does for us. And I'm going to bring my box in here so it's not. All right, that does pretty good. Okay. The Springs 55. And now what I want to do is make sure that that's all even. So I'm going to click there on the box, and then I'm going to hold the shift button and click on the next one, and hold the shift button and click on the next one. That's going to hold them together at the same time. Then I'm going to click on format. I'm going to come over here to align, and then I'm going to do align center. And then that just aligned the Springs 5555 The Road, and then Cincinnati, Ohio 45239. Okay, and then I'm actually going to keep all this together, so I'm going to group it. And we can see here that I actually need to move this up a little bit because my letters are being cut off. All right, there we go. All right. So now if you have it grouped and you need to edit one of the boxes individually, just double click it. See? So this is all grouped right now, but I wanted to individualize a box. So well, on this, you just needed to click on the box. Alright, but now that I want to move the whole thing together, I can just do that. And let's give this a date. So let's say we want to be fancy here, and we can do insert word art. Let me see here. I want to try something. So in fact, what I'm going to do is just click our box here, do Control C and then Control V to copy. Where am I at time? 10 minutes, okay. Let's see. If I can do what I want to do. In fact, what we'll just do is, it is May 9th, so we will put May Tuesday, May 9th, 2017, right? And then what I want to do is actually turn it to the side just to give it a different look. And then let's see, undo that. Turn it. You'll know that it's even because the line will be straight. I'm going to bring it over here to the side. And then we can see that the font is obviously too big, so I'm going to double click it to highlight the font. I'm going to come over here to home. I am going to, let's see here, make sure my words, no. Alright. Make sure everything is highlighted the way that I need it to be. Get the sizing down here. 72. Okay, I don't like this TH, so I'm going to delete that. It automatically did that for me. 9th, right, and then there's that space there, so I'm going to take out this little baby space. I'm going to flip it around here, right, keeps flipping on me. Make my square larger so that my font could be the way that I want it to be. 12 minutes. I don't want this to be extremely long, but I want you all to get the point of what I'm trying to do. So it was 72, so let's go 68. That was the wrong thing. Oh, 68. That might be it. Nope. Let's come down some more. 68, 65. Nope. 60. And this is how you can do it. Just trial and error, trial and error. Okay. I'm actually going to make this font white as well. Maybe I'll make that gray. Yes, I will make the color on this gray. And I'm coming over here to format. I'm going to do text outline. What y'all think? That red? I think I'm gonna go with a deeper red. Okay. I don't know why it keeps flipping on me, but you know, you just got to play with it and figure it out. The revival, the springs, da 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 da. Let's say you have a website that you want to add, so you can just click on that box again, Control V, put in your website. Right, and then again you're going to play with the font size here, so you're going to highlight it, come over here to home, go here, let's just move this down to 30 and see what that does for us. That seems pretty good to me. All right. And so let's say you wanted to add a picture. Let me take this, we'll move this back up. Pictures sometimes can be tricky because you have copyright rules. So you just want to make sure that whatever pictures you get, you're not breaking any copyright laws when you grab them. I'm just going to put another rectangular something here to fill in space, but also give it a look. All right. So we're going to go over here to format. What's already there? Shape fill, and don't want to do white. Let's do red, right? And okay, if you want to, you can actually let's see here, let's go to the internet. Where are we at with my time? And we are going to do hands raised, and then we're going to go images. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Seeing if there's any good images that I want to use. Right, something that's going to pop. But it can't be black because we have it on a black background. Where am I at with my time? All right. I don't know, let me do no background. Hands raised, no background. Because again, we're just doing something simple, right? That anybody can do. And I don't want this to be difficult for anyone. Shutterstock, you often have to pay. So you can pay for artwork. A lot of times you can find stuff that is free. The reason why I say no background is because I don't want to have to deal with anything in the background. I just solely want the image that I want, right? And the way that you can tell is if there's no background is they'll actually have a checkered gray and white backing. But those are just a white. Let's see here. Let's click on worship hands backgrounds. Alrighty. These all have fill. So, I mean, this is just part of the process. You're looking through, you're seeing what images you want to use, making sure that you're not violating any copyright laws or rules or anything. Let's see what we got here. Okay, see this gray and white checkered? This means that it has a clear background. So the only thing I'm going to have when I put this on my picture are these people down here. Now, what you would really want to do is go to the website, make sure there's nothing copyrighted or anything. For the sake of this, I'm going to pretend like I don't have any copyright issues. I right-clicked it. I'm going to click Save Picture As. And then you can just save it wherever you want to save it on your computer. Or maybe it's saved in downloads, right? So then you just click Save. So this is going to be saved to my computer. I'm going to go back to my file here. I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to go to Pictures. And then you're just going to find your picture wherever you saved it at. Here it is. Click here, and now we have worship hands, right? We got people worshiping. Now, I'm clicking on this picture and it's not moving anywhere. That's why I need to change the wrap text. I typically just do in front of text, okay? And then you can change that as needed. And then I'm going to drag it here. When you're sizing images and things, you really want to grab it from the corner, or specifically scale it so that you don't stretch the picture and it ends up looking crazy. I know we have all seen flyers and things where it's like, what in the world were they thinking when they did that, right? Okay, so I'm going to come here to my wording here, and I'm actually going to bring this to the front. So I'm going to click on it, right click. Let's see, it keeps wanting to turn. Right click it, and then here's my option to bring to the front. Boom, brought it to the front. Simple as that. So we have Tuesday, May 9th, 2017, the Revival of Springs, 555, the road, Cincinnati, Ohio, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, you can put words here, or you can say, come for an exciting time, whatever those words are. But this is just a basic template, right, on how you can create something quickly, effectively, to get the word out about what it is that you're doing. Let me see here. So we got our title, we got our date, we got our location, we got our website, we have nice imagery. This is going to pop out at people. You know, like I said, the only other thing is you can put in things that will... Is my recording over? Where did you go? Oh, you're there. Okay. All right. Now that I had that embarrassing moment. All right. So now we're going to go to File, and we are going to go to Save As, and we want to save this. We're going to save it to the PC. I want to save this as a picture. So when I click on Save As, well, you can save it as a Word doc. So we're going to save this as a Word doc. Let's see. Enter our file name first. Okay, so we're going to call it The Revival. Right? And hit Save. And then, so this is so you can go back and edit it. Then we're going to go Save As again. And this time we're going to save it as, let's see here. Let's see. What we're actually going to do is PDF it, okay? So click on PDF, and we're going to save it as a PDF. They used to have an option where you can save it as a JPEG or a PNG file. I don't see that anymore. But you might be able to do that on PowerPoint. Nonetheless, I saved it as a PDF. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go over here to my files. I'm going to, let's see, where did we go? Save as, we did the Revival, we did PDF. I'm just redoing it now just to make sure. Okay, it's there, Documents. See where I saved this at. Let me refresh it. Okay, so I'm going to go to Documents. I'm going to click on the Revival, my PDF version. Now you can see here is the flyer. Remind me later. Okay, now what I want to do is go over here to File, because this is PDF and we need it to be a picture. And we are going to go Save As, and we're going to go to Image, and we're going to, you can do JPEG or PNG. I'm going to go JPEG. All right, that is that. And let me see if I can click over. My little face is here. Let me move that. Save. Okay. So now I'm going back to Documents. I'm clicking on the Revival. Boom. There is my image. Okay. Now, let's pretend like we are going to put this onto Facebook. Since I don't want this for everyone to see, I'm just going to put only me. video photo. I'm going to go to my file, the revival, and click open. There we go, post. And there you have it. There is your image. And again, you can do this for social media. You can do this for programs. You can do it for flyers. You just need to make sure that your sizing is right. All right. So hopefully that was beneficial. And talk to you all later. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.